So, you're about to graduate high school and either begin your life as an adult, or maybe you chose to go to college or some other form of institute to increase your skills. In any of these situations, you are taking your first steps into the adult world. Many people look forward to this sense of freedom, while others fear what lies ahead. Before entering this new phase of life, one must first learn how to keep safe. The purpose of this video is to show a few ways to keep yourselves healthy while cooking, because there are more ways to get sick than you might think. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, a staggering 48 million Americans get sick from foodborne illnesses, with 128,000 being hospitalized and even 3,000 dying. But with the proper knowledge, these illnesses can easily be prevented. Number 1. Knowing when to wash your hands and ingredients. Many of us have grown up with our parents or teachers telling us to wash our hands, but this is even more important when handling food. When you are working with ingredients which will enter your body, the last thing you want is harmful bacteria hitching a ride with your food. So knowing when to wash your hands is important for anyone preparing food. Before you begin cooking, you should wash your hands. On average, there are 1,500 bacteria living on each square centimeter of skin on our hands. Note, not all bacteria is essentially bad for us, but within this large population, the odds of a harmful bacteria being there is relatively high. This doesn't only apply to when you're making food. Washing your hands should occur every time before you eat. A person should also wash their hands every time after handling raw meat, seafood, or uncooked eggs. These food items could carry harmful bacteria such as E. coli or Salmonella. If you don't wash your hands and continue touching things around your home, you're spreading that bacteria everywhere. This one might seem like common sense, but washing your hands after you're using the bathroom or cleaning up after a child who just used the bathroom is also important. According to the CDC, a single gram of feces, which is about the weight of a paperclip, contains 1 trillion germs. The last thing anyone wants is someone's poop in their food. Washing your hands should also occur after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing. As many germs have exited your body, by not washing your hands, these germs and bacteria can re-enter your body as well as anyone who consumed the food. In terms of washing your ingredients, there is simple advice. Wash your vegetables and fruits, but not your meats. Washing your fruits and vegetables will wash away any E. coli lingering on the surface as well as any remaining soil. However, washing your meats has the opposite effect, as the water can splatter the juices and bacteria to the different surfaces of your kitchen, making the entire zone contaminated. Number 2. Preventing cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is the transfer of harmful bacteria to food from other foods, cutting boards, utensils, or other objects if they are not handled properly. Not properly keeping your kitchen clean could cause unexpected food poisoning even though your food was all properly cooked. One way to prevent cross-contamination is to use separate cutting boards for fresh and uncooked produce and meats. This separation of cutting boards will prevent the harmful bacteria such as E. coli or Salmonella from spreading onto your fruits and vegetables. Another way to prevent cross-contamination is the proper handling of your utensils. When you are done cooking your meat, don't place them onto the plate you used to store them while it was raw. This can be said with any utensil used to move the meat as well. For example, if you used a pair of tongs to set the meat on a grill, don't use the same tongs to take the meat off. In both of these situations, the cooked meat, which had all the harmful bacteria killed off, will come into contact with the raw meat residue on the plate or utensils. This transfers the harmful bacteria from the raw meat to your now cooked meat, which could lead to food poisoning. With you about to begin your life as an adult, you may not have access to multiple utensils or cutting boards, making it hard to use multiple pairs while cooking. A simple solution to this issue involves washing your utensils. After you are done prepping or even started cooking, you can wash your utensils with hot, soapy water. This washing can rinse off any harmful bacteria or residues left on your cutting boards or utensils. However, the only concern is for the cutting boards, as grooves may appear which could be a safe haven for harmful bacteria. Knowing when to replace your cutting boards is also a proper method of preventing any cross-contamination from occurring. Number 3. Cooking meats to the proper temperature. Everyone has their favorite doneness of a steak, ranging from rare to well done. However, undercooking your meat could allow harmful bacteria such as E. coli or Salmonella to enter your body. When you're cooking your meat, each one has a different temperature which it needs to reach before it can kill off any of its harmful bacteria it may harbor. In terms of degrees, all these temperatures will be in Fahrenheit. For grounded meats such as beef, pork, veal, or lamb, the temperature should reach around 160 degrees. For fresh beef, veal, or lamb, which has not been grounded, the temperature should reach approximately 165 degrees. All types of poultry, such as chicken, turkey, and ducks, need to reach around 165 degrees. If you decide you want to eat some fresh pork, it must reach around 145 degrees, while pre-cooked pork should reach around 165 degrees. When you are cooking eggs, they should be cooked until the yolk is firm, while egg dishes should reach around 160 degrees. If you have any leftovers or wish to make casseroles, both of these should reach approximately 165 degrees. For fish with fins, the meat should be cooked until 145 degrees or until the flesh becomes opaque or no longer transparent. When you are cooking shrimp, crab, lobsters, or scallops, you should cook them until the flesh becomes pearly or white and opaque. For clams, oysters, or mussels, you should cook them until they open their shells. These cooking temperatures are given by foodsafety.gov. When cooking, however, to get the desired level of doneness, this will lead to pulling the meat earlier than those temperatures. While the meat rests, it will continue to cook at a slower rate, but one should still be aware of the potential dangers. Though the adult world may seem a little scary, knowledge is power. With these tips, you are better prepared than the 48 million Americans who got themselves sick. Did you learn something new? What health safety advice do you have? Or were you one of the Americans that got sick? Leave a comment to share your own experience.